Ako si Kuya Kim at itong bike na to, this has always been my aspirational bike growing up. It's an R50/2 1964. Growing up, may kapitbahay akong pulis noon Hagad. And I remember that he had an R50 that he would ride all the time. And growing up, I would say, I want a bike like that. Ang tagal na panahon na inintay ko para magkaroon ng ganitong uri ng bike. Marami akong pinagdaanan para makuha itong bike na to. Gusto nyo mang marinig ang storya. Nahanap ito ng isang kaibigan ko. Ang pangalan niya ay Jack Cole. Okay, matatawa kasi yun ang tunay niyang pangalan. Si Jack. I had to trade 3 vintage Lambretta scooters plus a little cash to be able to get the R50. But the base unit was not like this. It needed a lot of work. This was a collaboration between Kit Nicolas at si Chill Villanueva. The one that makes this very special is the Enduro bag. BMW never made Enduro bags. It's a company in Washington, D.C. that made it in the 60s. So if you look at it from behind, it looks like a big Vespa. And I'm also a big Vespa and Lambretta aficionado. Now, these are also 2 very rare parts that I'd like you to see. This is the Hella lamp that doubles as a rear view mirror. So may salamin siya dito. It's also a flood lamp. It's also very rare. You can buy them online. But this was given to me by a good friend of mine, by Dave Galvez of Escol Tambay. So si Dave, binigay lang yan. Hindi ko yan binili. Now, this clock is also very rare. This is the Kinsley 8 days. Kinsley 8 days because when you wind it up, it will last you for 8 days. So 8 days ang haba nito. So very rare yan, yan dalawa na yan. If you look at this, no, makikita mo, this is the Han Manila logo. Han Manila was the official distributor of BMWs and other luxury European bikes in the 50s and 60s. And this is an original Han Manila unit. That's why I'm so proud to display this. So ang papeles nito, Han Manila pa, ang unang may-ari. The good thing about this bike is I don't ride it for speed. It's not a very fast bike. It goes maybe 100, 110 kilometers per hour maximum. But I ride it because I feel good. And I know that I'm riding on a piece of sculpture. It feels beautiful. I know that the bike is beautiful and I don't want to rush the experience of riding such a beautiful piece of art around Metro Manila. At very reliable ang pagka-restore nila dito. I can actually use this bike anytime, go to Baguio and back. At hindi kayo titirik nito. Parang si Kuya Kim to. Si Kuya Kim sa camera, hindi masyadong gwapo. Pero pag nakita nyo in person, mas maganda pa to.
I'm Paul Anthony Simon Cantos of Iron Macchina Customs. This is the BMW R90/6 na ginawa namin for the Resto-Mod category. The base bike is an R90/6. It's a 1978. Nung dumating siya sa shop, kulang-kulang yung pyesa niya literal. As in, bare lang talaga siya dumating sa amin. The engine's not really running good. So totally, we had to restore the whole thing and then modified it. We have to consider the parts na medyo mahirap hanapin. For one, we have to consider the time. So this is a 1978, so medyo mahirap na siya hanapin. Plus, it's a BMW, so medyo expensive. We managed naman to get all the parts, but on a specific timeline kasi medyo matagal talaga siyang gawin. And then the modification that we did was, first things first, it's the front suspension. The original R90 was 7 inches taller. So we had to cut it, we had to refabricate it, and then redo the whole triple T's. So this is all CNC'd para makuha namin yung height na gusto namin. So we have the IMC bars or handlebar namin, micro speedometer, digital na rin siya. And then the tank, originally, yung tank has an indent. We wanted a different look. At the same time, we want it more simpler. We remove all that dent. So, binuo na namin siya para isang malaking tank lang talaga siya. And then we have the refabricated chassis. Kasi ang R90/6 is originally dual suspension. We took out the other suspension and then naglagay kami na mas makapal na suspension. The holder, pinatibay talaga namin siya to be reinforced talaga siya na kaya niyang i-hold yung weight ng buong bike. This seat is actually made by Lerida. Originally, yung R90, naka-spoke siya. The client wants it na palitan ng mags. So we were able to get mags na R70 yata to eh. Nag-fit naman siya perfectly. And then we put in dual sport tires para medyo maging rugged ng kaunti. Reconditioned the engine. If you notice, we already changed the carburetor to an Oco. I think that's 56. Crash bars, Brembo brakes. Technically, everything is repowder coated properly at the same K92 paint. So, medyo matrabaho siya in a way kasi we had to source out parts at the same time, fit everything together na maayos talaga siya. But we came out really nice, so we're happy with the build. This is our R90/6 build, category as Resto-Mod, classic vintage. So, I hope you guys like it. This is Paul, by the way, of Iron Macchina Customs.
Hi guys, I'm Darwin Angeles. I'm a Vespa and Lambretta enthusiast. My entry is a 1954 Vespa VL1 handlebar. It is a locally refined Vespa. From scratch, binuo namin. Pinabuo ko siya dati kay Laguna Choppers, kay Elmer Reyes. And then 2016, I think, through the years, bago, palit, lagay ng mga bagong accessories. Until now, roadworthy pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. This Vespa, I got it from Dong, Montana. Nakwento niya sa akin, it was used by Bernard Boning, tatay ni Charlene Gonzalez. It was used in a movie, kaya medyo talagang may istorya tong motor na to. And the other one is a Lambretta 1955 D150cc. It's still in original paint. Galing siya sa Italy. In-import ko siya with the help of my good friend Oliver Filio. Siya nagbibigay sa akin ng mga parts ngayon. Binili namin to ni Oliver Filio sa 85 years old na karirista ng Lambretta. First own niya to, pati yung papers niya, pati yung paggagawa niya, yung isang tao lang ang gumagawa. So, hindi na siya makapag-Lambretta kasi matanda na, 85 years old, from new. So, dinaside niya na ibenta sa amin. So, nakuha namin. It's still on original state, original paint, conservato, tawag sa Italiano. Wala kaming penalitan. New cables lang. Tapos nung dumating siya sa Pilipinas, ride na kagad. Ang pinaka-challenging sa restoration is yung pag-gather ng unit. Yun ang pinaka-mahirap. Hindi mo alam, kahit may pera ka, hindi mo alam kung saan ka bibili. Once na nakakuha ka na ng unit, syempre, kailangan ka ng konting pera sa pag-gather naman ng parts. Kasi yun ang medyo madugo, pare, yung parts eh. Tapos, mga tamang tao na para pagkatiwala mo yung motor mo, para mabuo. Yun ang pinaka-main para sa akin. Ngayon, kami na lang. Backyard restoration na lang with my best friend na si Reynaldo Aranil. Kasi ano siya mechanic siya ng mga 4-stroke. So sabi ko sa kanya, mag-shift ka dito. Shoutout pala sa RPA Works. Siya yung mga nagme-maintain ng motor ko ngayon. Si Eddie Manuel sa Lambretta, siya naman ang nagme-maintain ng mga Lambretta ko.